Okay, hello everyone and welcome back. Yes, in today's lesson, again, we are going to concentrate on the past events, present events, and future events, but especially past events for today. Of course, they are sometimes in continuity, okay? They are in progress. Okay, so today our topic is past continuous tense, past progressive tense. Yes. For example, we know that, for example, if you take a look at the GIF on the right top of the page, uh, yes, if we think that it is happening now, so we ask the question, what are they doing? Yes, what are they doing? We ask this question. They are traveling, okay? They are traveling towards a place. Now, yes, they are on the road, and one of them is driving the car, and they are having a chat. This is present continuous tense, okay? Yes, think that as if it is happening now, okay? But if we, for example, let's go backward, move backward. Okay, now what were they doing? This is past continuous tense, okay? This is our subject today. What were the two people, two young men doing in the past? Now we can't see them. So it remained in the past. Okay, we will practice this situation, okay? How to express past continuous events, okay, that happened, or by asking the question, what were they doing? What were they doing? They were traveling. Yeah, they were traveling. We saw that. We saw that they were traveling and they were having a chat. They were talking to each other. One of them is driving the car. Maybe they were going to Philadelphia. Yeah, maybe they were going to Philadelphia. Okay. How was the weather, for example? How was the weather? I think the weather was snowing. The weather was snowing. The weather was snowing while they are traveling. Okay? While they are traveling, the weather was snowing. Okay, this is our subject today. Okay. Yes, let's go ahead. Okay, a new word, school. School means, as a noun, let me write, and there, yes, scroll. School means noun, okay, meaning storm. Okay, its meaning is storm. Okay, for example, windstorm, snowstorm, yes. Cyclone, typhoon, hurricane, these are windstorms, okay, strong winds, okay. Snow squall means blizzard, yes. Snow squall also means snowstorm. Okay, do you know in general, in present tense, for example, do you know what to do when you hear the snow squall warning? Yes. Yes, I know what to do. I know what I will do when I hear the snow squall warning. Or, unfortunately, I don't know what to do when I hear the snow squall warning. What does the image say here on the at the bottom? Yes, at the bottom of the picture of the page. If a snow squall warning is issued, avoid or delay motor travel until the squall passes through your location. So this must be the first step to be taken. Yes, what should we do? we should avoid or delay motor travel until the school passes through your location. We should take our car to the side of the road. Okay, to a secure side of the road. Okay, this is the first step. Okay, our word is snow squall, snow squall, snow squall alert, or snow squall warning. Okay. Now, what were you doing before you started journey, for example? What were you doing before you started this journey? What were you doing when you were a child? Okay. What were you doing before you became a taxi driver, for example? What were you doing in the past? Okay. Now, snow squall warnings, weather authority issued a snow squall warning, for example. Okay. I was driving to Philadelphia. Yeah, this is about the past. This dialogue is about the past. I was driving to Philadelphia when I noticed, when I heard, when I recognized the blizzard or snow squall warning. What were you doing then? Yes, we can make lots of sentences. Yes. What were you doing then? Then here means when you heard the blizzard warning. I was reading a book. I was having breakfast. I was listening to music. I was playing with my children, etc., etc. What were you doing? Yes. Now, trip 8, yes, as I said, this is our subject today. Today's subject is this, okay. The past continuous or progressive tense, positive or affirmative sentence, subject, was, were, according to the singularity or plurality of the subject, and verb ing. After all to be variants, to be variations, we use verb ing after emizar, after was, were, after be, after being. We will see them, we will learn them soon. Okay. Yes. And of course, object and complement as usual. Now, dialogue 1. Again, Sally was reading a book yesterday when she heard the snow squall warning. Oh, it's clear. There's a complete message here. Yes. The main clause is Sally was reading a book yesterday. What was she doing? She was reading a book. When was she reading a book? She was reading a book yesterday, well, at 9 o'clock, or between 9 and 10 o'clock, or when she heard the snow squall warning. Were Billy and Judy studying English or driving on the way to the cafe? They were driving on the way to the cafe. What were you doing when you noticed, when you recognized, when you heard the snow squall alert? I was talking on the phone. Yes, I was talking on the phone when I heard the snow squall alert. Okay, warning. Now, so simple, but I sure so useful, beneficial to practice. Okay. I was talking on the phone yesterday. What were you doing? I was having a chat. I was having a chat with my old friends. Okay. Dialogue 3. I was reading a map. Who was watching Ninja Turtles? John, Joseph, and Bob were watching Ninja Turtles. wasn't Nancy watching Ninja Turtles? Ninja Turtles? Yes, she was also watching Ninja Turtles in the past. Dialogue 4, Kamil Bey was walking at the seaside at 3 p.m. yesterday. Who was singing a song then? David was singing a song then. Then means at 3 p.m. yesterday. Okay. Then was singing a song at the same time. Okay. But Kamil Bey was walking at the seaside while David was singing a song at 3 p.m. yesterday. Dialogue 5. Tufan was singing a song at about 3 p.m. yesterday. Who was watching him? His mother Helen was watching him. Where was he singing a song? He was singing a song on a beach in a park. I was showing the visitors some pictures. I was showing the pictures some visitors some pictures a few minutes ago. What were you doing a few minutes ago? Or what were you doing then? We were mentoring, okay? We were mentoring the kids in the garden. We were busy with the kids in the garden. We were guarding the kids in the garden. We were guiding the kids in the garden. While we were busy with them, we were trying to be helpful to them about life in their future. Okay. What were the kids doing? What were the kids doing? The kids were planting new trees. Oh, and some of the kids were sowing tomato seeds, and some of them were planting tomato seedlings and saplings. Now, this is a special page. How to be a truly great teaching mentor. Mentor is really a good word. Yes, mentor both as a noun and verb. As a person who does mentoring. Okay, mentor is the person who is able to mentor someone else. Okay, but especially I think mentoring ourselves is the most important. Okay, how can I mentor myself? How can I mentor myself? How can I guard myself? Okay. Now, Oprah Winfrey says that a mentor is someone who allows you to see the hope inside yourself. So we should struggle and strive to see the hope inside ourselves. We cannot live without hope. Okay. Now the young man says, guard yourself to find yourself. Okay, guard yourself to find yourself. Yes, guardian comes from the same root. Yes, guardian. Be a guardian of yourself. Try to protect yourself to go far from yourself. So to find, try not to lose yourself. Okay, try not to lose yourself. On the contrary, try to find yourself, original self. Okay. Ultimate guide on how to completely reinvent yourself. Okay. Yes, maybe you know yourself. It is good, but again, it is better to try to invent again yourself, and learn what really it is, what really yourself is. Okay. To gain our identity, personality, it is really important. Now, dialogue 7, tour plan. The image says tour planning, tour organizing. Edmund was planning his escape. Who was planning the wedding? Nancy was planning the wedding. Who was planning a new city as an architecture? Yes, the young architecture Joseph was planning a new city. Who was planning a tour with 10 trips? Yes, Mahmud Bey was planning a tour with 10 trips. Now, of course, it is okay. Of course, it is possible to express to express the situation that we are in or that we want to tell with single simple sentences. Okay, but it is much more beautiful to use conjunctions such as while conjunction, while clause, as clause, just as clause. Okay, we need them to make our speech beautiful. Yes, more beautiful. Okay, there is the main clause, and then there is while clause, as or as clause, or just as clause. Okay. For example, Naila was drawing a car picture while Said was drawing a ship. Okay, there are two actions happening parallel to each other. Nail was drawing a car picture while or as or just as, yeah, let me write it there too, as or, but I think it is more physical things. Okay, it's also possible. Just as Said was drawing a ship. No, just as I think a point of time. Yeah. Okay. Just as he finished, for example. Yeah, it is better using it like this. Okay, let's go on. What was Murat drawing? Murat was drawing the sun. Okay, as the picture of a sun and the clouds. What was Jasmine doing? Jasmine was drawing a flower. Yeah, Jasmine was drawing. This is Jasmine, for example. She was drawing a flower yesterday morning. Okay. Nail was dancing while singing a song. Okay, subject, the two sentences. There are two sentences. Nail was singing a song, full stop. Sorry, Nail was dancing, full stop. He is also singing a song. So it is better to say it like this. Nail was dancing while singing a song. While he is singing a song. Okay, but it is we can use it like this. We can reduce it in this form when the subjects of the two sentences are the same. Okay. We will see them. We will study them more in the following, in the next pages. Jasmine was drawing a picture of her child. What was she doing? She was drawing a picture of her child. Nancy was also drawing something as or while the family members were cleaning the house. Who was fixing an old watch? The grandpa was fixing an old watch. Okay, watch repair. Maybe the grandpa was a watch repairer, fixer, watch repairer. Okay. School bus, stop ahead. Okay, attention. Again, a warning sign. School bus, stop ahead. Be careful, please. Attentive, please. No, please, I think. Yes, be attentive. Okay. 10A. Harun was getting on the bus. Yeah, justice. This is the place just to be used, the conjunction justice. Okay. Harun was getting on the bus. As Tarık was getting is also possible. While Tarık was getting off the bus, but think about this situation. Just as, okay? It is much better. Just as Tarık was getting off the bus. Okay. What was Cahit doing then? Cahit was taking their photo. Just as Tarık was getting off the bus, Cahit was taking their photo. Or Cahit was taking a photo of them, of Harun and Tarık. Dialogue 11A, just as Tarık was getting off the bus, Cahit was crossing the road. Yeah, they are happening along with each other. Those two actions, those two events were happening along with each other, parallel to each other, okay? Parallel to each other. Just as Tarık was getting off the bus, Cahit was crossing the road. What were you doing then? I was taking a selfie of me or mine. A selfie of mine. Yes, both are correct. Yes. Okay. Both of me. I was taking a selfie of me, a selfie of myself. Yes. Both are correct. 12A. I was designing your garden. I was designing your garden while you were getting ready for your exam. What were your parents doing then? They were cooking lunch, or they were having lunch. They were eating lunch. Okay. While you were sleeping, your friend was riding a horse. Okay. What was he thinking about while he was riding? He was, I'm not sure, but maybe he was buying, he was thinking about buying. Yes, he was thinking about buying a farm. Maybe he was thinking about being a farmer, having a ranch, being a rancher. Okay. Maybe, yeah, he was thinking about here means he was planning, okay? He was planning to buy a farm while he was riding. He was planning to buy, okay? He was thinking about here means he was planning to buy a farm. Well, when you were about to start a journey. Yes, start out means starting a journey. Or set off. Set out is also possible. When you were about to start out, I was returning. I was coming back. I had this experience. Okay. I think the one on the right says this. When you were about to start out, I was returning. Okay. Now, negative sentence wasn't, weren't, of course, just like isn't, aren't, okay? Wasn't, weren't. And plus verb ing again, the usual order. Now, again, was not hanging out the washing or hanging it on a washing line. Salih and Mehmet were not traveling home from work then. Okay, Salih and Mehmet were not traveling home from work then. They were traveling home from the library. Okay. 14, the middle-aged man wasn't carrying a bunch of flowers. What was he carrying then? The middle-aged man wasn't carrying a bunch of flowers, a bouquet of flowers. Wasn't he holding a baby in his arms? Yes, as far as I remember, he was holding a baby in his arms. Now, 15, the birds weren't flying in different directions. Weren't they flying towards the lake? Yes, that's right. They were flying towards the lake. They weren't flying in different directions. They were flying towards the same direction. Okay, C, positive affirmative question form. Of course, let's remember it. It's so easy to guess, okay? Just like emizar, was, were also at the beginning, and we also learned the to be past. Now we used to be in all continuous tenses. Was, were at the beginning, subject, verb, ing again. It was raining heavily. Was the wind also blowing gently? Was the wind also blowing gently? Yes, the wind was blowing gently. Oh, no, the wind wasn't blowing gently. On the contrary, the wind was blowing severely, okay, severely, okay, strongly. Was Tom running towards a shelter? Was Tom running towards a shelter? No, he was not running towards a shelter, but he was just walking. He was just walking towards a shelter. Okay, so in the reading stories or telling stories, past continuous tense takes a lot of place. Okay. You were having a history lesson. Were you talking about historical events, historical documents, or historical characters? We were not talking about historical events. We were not talking about historical documents, but we were talking about historical characters. Yes, like Edison, Vasco da Gama, Christophe Colomb, yes, etc., etc. Okay, negative questions form, of course, weren't. Yeah, but let's take a look at the images and the GIF. Okay, yeah, it is interesting and really striking. It is really explaining. It is a good page to clarify our subject, to make our subject clear. Okay, so there is a picture on the left and they are dancing. They are dancing a folkloric dance, and again on the picture, in the picture on the right, there are two people and they also dancing a folkloric dance, and something happened while they were doing this. Okay, and the GIF says in Turkish, "Havuşak ha," means something like "Don't stop, my friend. Go on dancing. Havuşak ha. Go on doing what you are doing." Okay. Okay, yes. For example, dialogue 18a. Harun and Semi, this the people on the right. Harun and Semi weren't dancing harmandalı. Yes, it is clear that they weren't dancing harmandalı. Somebody took their picture in the past while they were dancing a folkloric dance. Were they dancing misket or kolbastı? Kolbastı also means hoptek. Were they dancing hoptek when the lights went out? They were dancing misket. They were not dancing kolbastı. Yes. Who were dancing kolbastı? Yes, a group of friends, the people in the picture on the left. Yes, somebody took their picture while they were dancing hoptek. So who were dancing kolbastı? Jale, Nedim, Ahmet, Ömer, Mustafa, Meral and, for example, and Yasemin were dancing hoptek or kolbastı. Okay? Yes, when the lights went out, when the electricity went out, when the power off. Okay. When the electricity off, or when the lights off immediately. Okay? Yes, it's really clarifying. What were they doing then? Then, when the lights went out. What were they doing when the lights went out? Okay. And the rabbit was playing kemençe, saying kavuşak ha. Yes. Okay. Now, dialogue 19. The gift says game over. The game is over. Over is adjective. Here, the game is over. Okay, they weren't watching TV. They weren't watching TV when the electricity went out. Were they downloading pictures from the internet to their computers or uploading videos to YouTube? They were uploading videos to YouTube when the electricity went out. Or they were playing video games. Okay, they were playing video games when the electricity went out. Okay. Next is this dialogue 20. Yes, İlhan wasn't talking on the phone. Yes, İlhan wasn't talking on the phone in the past in a continuous manner, okay? İlhan wasn't talking on the phone when the doorbell rang yesterday. What was he doing then? What was he doing then? He was playing computer games, or he was designing. He was designing a kitchen on the computer when the electricity went out. Okay. Or when the doorbell rang, rang. So to ring the bell, for example, to ring the bell, it says here, the sign says that press for attention, press for attention, press the button, okay? Press the button to take the attention of the family members inside. Press for attention. Press the button to ring the bell. Okay. Oh, just ring the bell is enough. Yeah. Ring the bell. Ring the bell. Okay. 21A. When Salih entered the room, when Salih came in, okay, entered. When Salih entered the room, his father was mending the lamp. This one. Okay. His father was mending the lamp. Wasn't he just changing the bulb? No, he wasn't just changing the bulb. Bulb, you know, Edison invented the bulb. Yes. What was he doing then? He was fixing. He was not just changing the bulb. He was fixing the wall lamp. Okay. What were you doing when the storm was announced? Again, I was at a meeting, as a summary, for example. I was at a meeting. I was at a banquet. Yeah. I was at dinner. These are all possible, in fact. I was eating dinner. I was having dinner with friends. I was at a meal. I was eating. How about you? What were you doing? What were you doing? Or where were you? Where were you when the when the storm was announced? Issued, yes. How to fold a handkerchief. How to fold a handkerchief, okay? Folding. Folding origami, for example. Folding origami. A nice activity for children. A nice free time activity for children. Folding origami. Okay, how to fold the handkerchief? While plus past continuous, simple past. Okay. While I was going to Üsküdar, yes, there is a song, there is a famous song in Turkish. While I was going to Üsküdar, I found a handkerchief. Okay. Üsküdar'a giderken bir mendil buldum. It is like this in Turkish. While I was going to Üsküdar, I found a handkerchief. Yes. Know what, or guess what I filled into my handkerchief. Yeah, it goes on like this. Guess what I filled into my handkerchief. You filled walnuts into your handkerchief. You filled walnuts. You know walnut. We started to learn English from the very beginning at the beginner level with those as an object. For example, it is a walnut. It's a walnut. Yes. Okay. I filled walnuts into, you filled walnuts into your handkerchief. No, what else I filled in it besides walnuts? What else I filled in it? You filled apples in your in the handkerchief. What else I guess what, or no what else I filled in it? You filled plums. What else? You filled grapes. What else? You filled peanuts. It goes on and on and on like this. Okay. In a chain position, in a chain practice. Okay, now this is really important to use English logically and beautifully. In a frugal manner, yeah, in an economic manner. So we omit, we delete some parts of it to make it beautiful. Avoiding repetition with reduction. How to avoid repetition in. How to be economical. Okay, how to be economical in speaking or in English, in writing, reading, speaking English. Okay. One, for example, Tim was listening to the professor, okay, is a sentence. Another sentence, and he was taking down notes, okay? So, this is true, 100% true, but this is better because the same person was doing the same action in the second part, okay? So, it is better like this. Tim was listening to the professor and taking down notes, okay? Or just Tim was listening to the professor, taking down notes. We can omit even and here, okay? This is the better form. This is good English. Tim was listening to the professor, taking down notes, okay? So simple, in fact. Lily, but of course, the subject must be the same in the first part and in the second part. Lily, think about Lily. Lily was talking to the man, and Lily again, she was looking at the sweets in the sweet shop. Yeah. So Lily was talking to the man and looking at the sweets in the sweet shop. So looking becomes here looking because of was here again. Okay, because of was. Just like talking. Lily was talking to the man and looking at the sweets in the sweet shop. 3, Tom was running fast and he was saying goodbye. So isn't it better to say like this? Tom was running fast, saying goodbye. This is this. Tom was running fast, saying goodbye. 4, Carol was feeding her baby and she was singing a lovely song. So Carol was feeding her baby, singing a lovely song. Okay? Okay. 5, the manager of the shoe boutique was leaving the shop and he was telling his shop assistant to look after everything when he was away. So it is better like, isn't it better like this, for example? The manager of the boutique shop was leaving the shop, telling his shop assistant to look after everything when he was away. Okay. 6, they were talking. Sorry, they were walking under the rain and they were holding their umbrellas over their heads. What is the use of using again they were? Okay, they were, for example. The better form is this. They were walking under the rain, holding their umbrellas over their heads. They were walking under the rain, doing what? Holding their umbrellas over their heads. 7, the students were visiting an art gallery and they were criticizing both the abstract and concrete styles of painting. So, the reduced form is this. The students were visiting the art gallery, criticizing both the abstract and concrete styles of painting. Okay. Then we will see, I think, in the following pages that we can also say it like this. The students were visiting the art gallery by criticizing, by verb ing, okay? By criticizing both the abstract and concrete styles of painting. You know, so sometimes the streets come together. Okay. Mean some kind of sentence may be similar to the other type of sentence. Okay. Children were painting their bicycles, for example, talking about cycling adventures. Children were painting their bicycles by talking about cycling adventures or while talking about cycling adventures, or children were painting their bicycles and they were, okay, and they were talking about their cycling adventures. But the best form, the shortest, practical form is children were painting their bicycles, talking about cycling adventures. Okay. Or children were painting their bicycles using green and brown colors. Using green and brown colors. What was their mother planning to do that night? Their mother was planning to cook kebab for them. Their mother was planning to cook a good meal for them. Okay, this is a GIF. What's it about? Let's see what it is about. What is it about? Question. Let's see what it is about. Here is connector. What is connector? Okay. The eagle was following them. The eagle, for example, in a story, you can find that kind of sentences a lot. Much. Okay. You can find a lot of sentences, many sentences like this. Okay. The eagle was following them. How? Flying over them. Okay. The eagle was following them by flying over them or while flying over them. The eagle was following over them and it was flying over them. I think you feel that this is the most practical form of English. The eagle was following them, flying over them. You must write a story starting tomorrow on. You must write a story starting tomorrow, for example. Or you must write a story on Monday. Okay. Starting on Monday. You must write a story by starting tomorrow. You can develop your English by reading books in English. Yeah. You can talk on your phone by walking. You can talk on your phone by walking. Please answer my telephone. Okay. You can talk on your phone while walking is also possible. Or while you are walking. Okay. What were you doing when I saw you at the library last Sunday? Writing a story. What does it mean? What were you doing? I was writing. I was writing a story. When you saw me at the library last Sunday. Okay, quiz time. Please choose the correct alternative. Question 1, Leyla prepared the table. Simple past tense. Leyla prepared the table. Fried the eggs. So this is also reduction. Leyla prepared the table. Full stop. She fried the eggs. Full stop. She sliced the bread. So the best form is like this because Leyla, subject in the past, influences, affects all the other actions. Okay. Leyla prepared the table. Fried the eggs, sliced the bread, and blank her brothers to lunch. So, is B true? No, it's not about present tense. Calling, no, there isn't a continuous tense here. There isn't is, or are, or was, or were, or be in the sentence to make the verb ing, okay? So, have called, no, it isn't the present perfect tense. Had called, no, it isn't the past perfect tense. So, A is true. Called her brothers to lunch. Let me read it once more. It's a good sentence. Leyla prepared the table, fried the eggs, sliced the bread, and, according to flow of the sentence, called her brothers to lunch. Okay. Invited her brothers to lunch. 2. While the teacher was explaining the problem, the students blanked to find another problem. So, are trying, no. Past, it must be about past continuous. So, E is true. The students were trying to find another problem. 3. Please let me know. Please let me know when you blank the ticket. So, there isn't a question mark because of when, okay? It's the connector, conjunction. Please let me know when you blank the ticket. So, when you have bought. Yes, please let me know when you have bought the ticket, present perfect tense. Because present, when you have completed, okay, when you have finished buying the ticket, means. Please let me know when you have bought, or please let me know when you buy is also possible, okay? The birds blank over our school when we saw them. Yes, the birds were flying. Okay, the birds were flying over our school when we saw them. Your phone blank 2 minutes ago. Your phone rang, simple past, okay. Your phone rang, rang. Your phone rang 2 minutes ago and it stopped. Rang and stopped 2 minutes ago. Okay, now vocabulary building. Let's see. Yes, in terms of, it is really useful, but I think it's a little bit difficult to use. Let's pay more attention. Let's be more careful. Okay, in terms of means in relation to, with respect to, with regard to, or as regards, concerning, regarding, in connection with, related to, connected with, in the sense of, or about, just about. I have a problem in terms of social sciences. What type of question do you have? I have a question in relation to, in terms of, with respect to, with regard to population density. Or connected with. I have a question connected with air pollution. I have a question in the sense of homeschooling, or just about is enough. But there, do you see the richness here? Okay, all of them are possible. We can use all of them in place of about. Yes. Okay. What type of question do you have? I have a question in connection with diversity of plants. Yes. Okay, volunteer as a verb, both as a verb and noun. Ahmet is a volunteer, and Ahmet volunteered to work with you, for example. Volunteer, one who enters into or offers for or any service of his or own free will without expecting money. Okay, voluntarily, free will, especially when done without pay. A volunteer is someone who does work without being paid for it because they want to do it. They want to do it, okay? They feel like doing it. They feel like doing it. They feel like being helpful to the environment, to the other people. Okay, they are volunteers. They volunteer. A volunteer volunteers to do something good for the benefit of the environment and the society. Okay, electrify is also a beautiful word. If a performance or a speech electrifies people, it makes them feel very interested or excited. Change a railway so that it uses electrical power, also physical meaning, or supply a building or area with electricity. But in an abstract way, to electrify somebody means to make them want to do something very much. Yes. For example, volunteer to do. Simon volunteered to visit the elderly in the nursing home. Who volunteered to play games with children in an orphanage? Murat Bey volunteered to play games with children in an orphanage. Yes. Simon's speech electrified the commuters before work. Yes. Simon's speech electrified means made them want to work eagerly. Yeah, I made them eager to work. Simon's speech made them, the commuters, work eagerly, willingly. When did the workers finish electrifying the large building? Physical meaning. They finished electrifying the building at 8 o'clock, at 5 o'clock. Yeah, yes. They started electrifying the building in the morning at 9 o'clock, and they finished electrifying the building, the large building, at 5 o'clock. What's it about? What is it about? It's about make time for. This is also useful. You should take time for your children, for example. All of them are true. You should take time. You should have time. You should allocate time. You should find time. You should spare time. You should make time for your children. But make is the best, I think. Yes, just like making money, making friends, okay? You should make time for your children. Okay. We should also make time to learn English. Make time to do something. We should also make time to learn English. Thank you for your time and joining us. Thank you. What does the gift say? Thank you for your time. Evet, thank you for your time, it says. Thank you for joining us. Yes, again, let me thank you. And thank you very much. Bye for now and see you later.